Had a conversation with an owner this morning about that teammates that just, you're trying to influence them, right? You're trying to make sure that you guys are moving in the same direction. Anyway, we had a conversation that I've had with many of you guys before about like directionally, like if you're heading, the example I used with this owner was if you're heading to Lexington and you have a teammate that's heading to Columbus, it's just not going to work, right? There's no chance it's going to work. Even if they do good work, if you're moving in different directions, it's just not going to work, which is difficult. However, if the person, your teammate, is like, if you sit down with them and find out like directionally, where are you trying to get with your career? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, as an owner, this is a conversation I would have with one of my guys. Like, what do you want? What do you want your career to look like? What direction are you going? What opportunities do you want? What kind of money do you want to make? What kind of PTO and benefits, etc.? You can change your mind, but give me some ideas of things you want. If those things that they want are southeast or southwest or south, there's alignment. If it's north, northeast, northwest, there's no alignment. And so it's not going to work. But it's likely that they're going to want some things that are directionally have a south before it, right? So you want to get to Lexington, which is clearly south from Cincinnati, and they want to get to whatever. They want to get to Louisville, which is obviously southwest. Well, at least directionally, it's south. It's got a south in it. And I think when you start there, right, with where do you want to go, and directionally, it actually is in a similar direction that you want to go. Now I think you can start creating some influence. I think you can start setting up some goals, some objectives of like, okay, what would be some indicators, Joe, along the way that you're moving towards Louisville? What would be some of those indicators? And as an owner of the company, I would like to resource you. I would like to help you achieve your goal to end up in Louisville, and along the way, I want to provide you the resources to help you get there, right? The fuel, etc. Whatever support I can give you. And now I think you're starting to create some alignment. And so the challenge with that is when you set up mile markers, like, you're in Milford, so what would be some indicators that you're moving in the right direction? Well, you'd hit where I am right now, 275 in Taylor Mill. Okay, so every Friday we're going to do a stand-up for 5 minutes or 15 minutes, and we're going to look at the directionally where you're at. Like, you left Milford, right? Directionally, you're going to be moving around 275 to get to 75, so you're going to end up at the Taylor Mill exit, right? And so when are you going to end up at the Taylor Mill exit, as an example? It's like, I'm going to end up at the Taylor Mill exit by Friday or Tuesday or whatever. It's like, okay, are you at Taylor Mill? No. Well, why? What adjustments do we... Like, that's where it's like, our language for EOS would be LMA, lead, manage, hold accountable. Lead, like as an owner, lead them, manage them, and hold them accountable. If you're moving in the direction you said you want to go, Joe, you're going to end up at Taylor Mill. How quickly you end up at Taylor Mill is going to be, right, based on these other indicators. So anyway, I say all that to say it's freaking hard and we have to do it a lot, but it's really important as owners to get with our team and say, hey, directionally, where are you trying to get in this season? And then, again, I feel like my job is I work for my teammates to help them get where they want to get, as long as it's in directionally where I want to get. And there's likely no chance that their destination's going to be as far out as yours, right? So when I think of south, I'm thinking Atlanta or Key West. I'm thinking Key West. Like, what's the furthest south I can go as an owner? It's Key West. Well, they're likely not going to want to go that far.